Hey guys, I'm back to do some range testing, starting off with highway speeds with city speeds soon after. In both test case scenarios, I only charged the batteries to 80%, which is 4 volts per cell. At first, I didn't realize that my cell checker was reading voltages incorrectly before starting, which caused me some problems later on. Thankfully, I didn't have to ride too far to go back and forth on a road between 45 to 55 miles an hour, a little over a mile in each direction. I was very thankful I was able to capture these first tests right before our first heavy snowfall. My goal here was to drop the battery voltage to a nominal state of 3.7 volts per cell. Almost halfway done with my first test case scenario is when I started to realize my cell checker was not reading my battery cells correctly. The lowest cell was reading 3.66 volts, where others were between 3.7 and 3.8. I measured the battery again with a different cell checker to make sure I wasn't going crazy, and they all read 3.75 volts per cell. I then decided to mount the new one on my battery and had to recharge to try again. Throughout my next ride, I realized that the cell checker I mounted on my batteries was not giving me instant feedback on my cell voltages, so I had to unplug and plug back in the balance leads to get an accurate reading. I completed a little over 10 miles when plugging in my cell checker with the battery reading at 3.7 volts per cell. Later on, I found out that I could have rode more miles when the voltage rebounded to 3.73 volts per cell. After recharging my main battery pack back to 80%, 4 volts per cell, I started to range test my city mileage. I was mostly driving between 25 to 35 miles an hour with a lot of stoplights as well as stop signs. This drove took a lot longer than expected, and I couldn't even use all the footage I captured because this video would be way too long. At first, I thought this range test would be a bit more relaxing and easygoing until I hit a bunch of random bottlenecks. I did retest the city range more than once, but by the time I wanted to try again, it got way too cold. The first problem I ran into actually happened during the highway and city mileage test. I paused to check my battery voltage only for the app to later on freeze when tracking my miles during the ride. And this is where it happens at 8.77 miles. so I had to restart the app before riding again. This next problem is quite funny. I've been consistent when charging my main battery pack, but I haven't bothered to check or top off my 12-volt accessory battery that turns on my lights, and most importantly, power to my high voltage disconnect switch. I started to realize my motorcycle was lagging in power when twisting the throttle until it came to a full stop and it disconnected my main battery pack.
So I was just doing the city driving range and now my battery is dead. The battery is good, but I did not account for the 12 volt battery. So now if I power this on, oh, I heard the clicking, but I might not have enough juice to get home, so we'll see what happens.
Well, remember the voltage rebound I mentioned earlier? I was just barely getting that when turning the ignition key on and off. I was about a mile away from this garage I was previously in, and that was where I needed to get to so that I didn't have to leave my bike on the side of the road. The throttle was extremely intermittent, and I turned the ignition key off anytime I was able to get a burst of energy. At one point, I had to run across an intersection because my bike decided to stop in the middle of it. Thankfully, my wife was available to save me. Otherwise, I would have been walking home.
I made it to the garage. It's in and out. The battery just it's so dead, but every spurt I get, it just like, it turns on for a fraction of a second. I try to throttle it and it goes, but oh my gosh. Thank God I was able to find a garage to pretty much park this thing somewhere so I could pretty much drive home, get a different battery, and maybe I could just keep going with this test. But yeah, this is horrible. I did not charge the 12 volt battery before my long range video, but there's my wife picking me up. All right. See you later.
I was able to plug in a 3S LiPo battery using charging leads into alligator clips. This helped me power back on my high voltage disconnect switch to get back on the road. Turns out it is very easy to get sidetracked and forget about the small areas that need attention even after building my own custom EV motorcycle. By the time I got home, I only managed to achieve a little over 16 miles with a charged battery at 4 volts per cell down to 3.74 volts per cell after the voltage rebound. I was not able to accomplish a complete range test for both city and highway mileage, but there's always next year. I'm looking at some upgrades, but as of now, the motorcycle has been great. Eventually, I'll go through a speedrun test, but so far, I've been able to get the bike up to 70 miles per hour. If there are any videos you would like me to make, feel free to just comment down below. As always, if you guys like this type of content, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.